How's it going, everyone? I'm Adam Molina. So it's been a while since we've had a new Sonos product to play around with. About 4 years to be exact. Their last product was announced in 2013. But they recently announced a brand new PLAYBASE, and we've been testing it out for the past week or two. So how is it? Is this the next best thing from Sonos, and should you spend your money on it? Well, let's find out. The unboxing experience makes you feel like you're opening a top secret briefcase. You have to literally unlock the box via 2 switches on either side before you can lift off the top piece. It's actually kind of dope. Once the lid is off, you'll get the PLAYBASE, which is wrapped in a soft fabric standing upright. Take it out and you'll get the speaker along with a power cable, optical cable, Ethernet cable, and some instructions and notes from the team at Sonos. So this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, but the PLAYBASE is kind of beautiful. I mean, as pretty as a big box can be. There's nothing on it save for a small button on the side, 3 small touch-sensitive controls on the front, and 3 inputs on the back for getting started. That's it. Along the front, you'll see a small Sonos logo with an LED light that flashes different colors to let you know whether it's on, off, pairing, or having a hard time connecting to the Wi-Fi. All this is found right in the front on top of the grille, which houses all of the drivers. 10 to be exact. The grille extends around the front and halfway down the side before stopping and turning into smooth plastic like the rest of the base. As the name implies, this is a base that you put underneath your TV. So if you have your TV mounted on a wall or something, you really have nothing to worry about. But it's worth mentioning that if you do plan on standing your TV on top of this, it can only support up to 77 pounds, which is enough for most TVs, but still something to keep in mind. It also doesn't seem to scratch too easily, which is good. Sliding my TV around the top of it revealed no scratches, only easy to clean smudges. So the most important features of a Sonos product are usually not the build and design. It's all about the connectivity and the sound quality. And in this section, we're going to talk about the connectivity. Back, you'll find a power input, Ethernet cable input, and optical input. I had no problem connecting it to my PS4, which is all I really use for my TV, but if your TV doesn't have an optical input, you might have to look into some converters for a workaround. So the setup process is pretty easy, and the Sonos app is extremely intuitive and walks you through it step by step. I only had one major issue with setup. While following the app, you're asked to go through a series of simple steps. Fine, no problem. But then towards the end, it asks you to hardwire in the PLAYBASE to your modem with an Ethernet cable. I had assumed it was able to search for available internet without being hardwired in. Not a huge deal, but it would have been nice to know before I set this up and put a huge TV on top of it. This isn't a big deal if you're setting it up near a modem, or even if Sonos had included a really long Ethernet cable to reach your modem, but the included cable is painfully short, and I ended up having to undo everything to go plug in the PLAYBASE to my modem on the other side of the room. So once you're all set up, using the PLAYBASE is super simple. I didn't think I would like the app, but it's top notch. It's easy to switch between TV mode and music mode, and you can log into basically any music streaming service for all of your music and playlists in a minimal, easy to navigate UI. If you decide to fill out your Sonos ecosystem in the house, or if you already have one, adding new speakers and grouping them together is also super simple thanks to the app. Whether you're listening to music, watching movies, or playing video games, which I did a lot of with this, the PLAYBASE does it all, and it does it all very well. Lows were strong enough to make explosions rumble and music bump. The rolling bass in the song No Church in the Wild by Jay-Z and Kanye West sounded great with plenty of controlled power. When I switched over to play some Horizon Zero Dawn, a video game on my PS4, lows were just as impressive. I've been playing this game for a month, and I feel like I'm just now able to appreciate the complexity in its score. Granted, anything is better than the stock speakers built into the TV, but what I'm trying to say is that the PLAYBASE handles lows extremely well. Mids were fine when it came to music, but where these really made their mark on me was while watching TV shows and movies. Soft dialogue was just as audible as loud yells, and I didn't have to keep adjusting the volume depending on what was happening in the film. It stayed very consistent and easy to hear. Highs on the PLAYBASE were also great. Cymbals and hi-hats had plenty of shimmer and never became harsh even on max volume. My one complaint is that the PLAYBASE doesn't get all that loud and also doesn't have an amazing soundstage. It's good but not great, which makes sense since Sonos conveniently sells all the pieces to turn your living room into a small home theater. So if you can't already tell, I really love the PLAYBASE. And whether it's your first or your 5th piece of Sonos equipment, I'm sure you will too. Anything that plays in your TV can play out of it. The app is easy and has plenty of functionality. And most importantly, it sounds great. Unfortunately, all of this does come at a steep price tag of $699, which is probably 2 or 3 times more expensive than the TV that I have it connected to. So then who exactly is the PLAYBASE for? I feel like it's best for someone who just wants to get better sound out of their TV and doesn't want to spend too much money on a full home audio system. Although you can hook this up to a bunch of other Sonos speakers if you have them or want to go get them to give you surround sound, it can't do that on its own. And it also doesn't support some of the newer things that home audio geeks might be excited for, like DTS, so it isn't exactly future-proof either. But again, it's an instant upgrade to your TV speakers. I feel like the PLAYBASE is for the average person who might not be too interested in an entire ecosystem of speakers and just wants that one thing that will change the way they experience music and movies. This could be that one thing. Now, if you're not looking to spend $699, which I can't blame you, we have a list of the best budget soundbars you can get over at SoundGuys.com. But if you do spend the money on the PLAYBASE, just know you will be happy with it because it does sound pretty damn good. We're giving it an 8.4 out of 10. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about the Sonos PLAYBASE or any of the other products we review, make sure to check out SoundGuys.com. While you're here, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and sign up to our monthly newsletter so you can stay up to date with all the newest reviews and audio news here at SoundGuys. That's also where we announce our monthly giveaways, so you might want to do that. Links to all of that down in the description. I'm Adam Molina. I'll see you later.